Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and I'm at the post office here in Kingsland, Texas. I drove my Class C over here, my new Class C, and everything worked out fine. See how high up the deal is, the rack? It's got that lift. I mean, it's got a little bend in the arm there, and it raises it up, so there's no problem with dragging that off. And the cover stayed on pretty good. And as far as any damage or anything, people talking about riding on that one wheel, riding on that rail, doesn't hurt a thing. I checked it out just now. But anyway, so we're on the road here. I even left that Reflectix on the back window there. That's where my head of my bed is, and the light shines in there when I'm trying to use my laptop. And I thought about taking it off while I was traveling, but hell, it stayed. And also, somebody sent me this right here. See that right there? YouTube Rusty 78609, kind of cute. Yeah, it's a low key, you know what I mean? It's not overkill, you know what I mean? And yeah, everything's riding fine. I've got my hitch lock on there, got my cover strapped down, got my stabilizer thing on the hitch, and everything's riding pretty good. Now we'll go inside, and I'm not going to pause the video. You'll just have to bear with me. I'm not a pro at this, nor do I care to be. Anyway, it's a Four Winds Class C 22E 2021 model. And yeah, we're doing good. And as far as rattles, no problemo. We did have one issue, and I'll get to it later. Inside my home, and I'll latch the door, put my latch, you know what a latch is, don't you? Anyway, here we go. Anyway, everything's okay. I laid the heater down, the tall one, and this stuff here rides fine. That's just miscellaneous stuff. And that on the table, I've got that stuck down with some I don't know what you call it. It's sticky stuff. Anyway, and yeah, there's the Google Home just riding right there. Bananas hanging on, the gang's hanging on. I got a few things on the bed, which I always do when I'm traveling. And yeah, as far as rattles and stuff, virtually none. Put a few things in the bathroom sink. And what else? Got some stuff in the kitchen sink. As far as dish rattles, none. Got the TV stays right there. It's got a little thing, you screw it down, tighten it. Got a flashlight stuck up under there. My TV controllers are up under there. And there's the pressure cooker thing, Instant Pot or what they call it. And there's the bucket of honor. But anyway, no rattles. Everything seems to be doing pretty good. And now what I'm going to try to do is stick the camera in the holder up here, and then we're going to go take a little drive because I'm going to go get groceries. Isn't this exciting? I'm sure I bet y'all have seen the roof and everything else. Huh? So let's see if I can get this thing in there at a reasonable angle. Let's do it about right there. You think that's good? Yep, it is now, because that's where it's going to be. Anyway, so let's go, guys. Let me hook my seatless belt up and try not to get it over the mic. Hang with me, guys. Patience is a virtue. Whoever said that was somebody, I don't know who it was, somebody I don't know. Okay, so I got that out of the way. It doesn't rub on the mic, I don't think. And now we got to start it. This thing actually has a key. Hear it start up, and boom, big old engine sucking down that gasoline. So now, and I planned this too, this parking spot. I actually planned this. I actually drove over here in my pickup a few times, and I thought, how could I park and go to the post office? And this works because nobody ever uses this little parking lot. The only thing you got to watch for is these overhanging trees, because I'm 11 feet tall. And you see that one straight ahead? I figured that out. We'd go over this way, like in this, and go around it, see? And then we'd still have room. Yep, we went under it, and then we can go back. We could either go around by HEB or we can go out this way, but I figured we'd go this way because there would be less traffic, okay? Oh, I planned all this, guys. This is not one of those accidents. No. Is this working? Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, man. I'm just itching. I'm so pleased with myself. A little planning and execution kind of goes a long way to happiness, doesn't it? But yeah, you know, of course, you have to be turn a little wider with this thing because you don't want to run up on the curb or any of that stuff. But what I'm gonna do now, see, since I know this road turns into a 2-lane right at the river bridge, I'm gonna stay in the left lane, the speeding lane, even though it aggravates people. But anyway, this light just turned red, which is fine with me. And we're going directly into the sunlight right now, but we'll turn out of it a little bit. But I'm gonna let the video go, and I don't care what we do. You know, have you noticed people wearing horns on their head? There's a lady to my right in an SUV, and she's got horns on her head. You know, does that mean she's horny, or what the hell is this? Or is this a new thing? In addition to the mask, you got to wear horns now, or what? Anyway, this light takes a few seconds. Here we go. And here we go. And this is actually the 8 o'clock rush here in Kingsland, Texas. Both cars are out. I think it's about, I don't know what time it is right now. Let me look. It's 8:30. And I still don't have a satellite signal. No. And I sent a refresh and didn't get anything. So here we go, guys. We're going to go over to Marble Falls, Texas, and get some groceries. And so you'll hear, you may hear, there's one squeaking noise, and I think it's at the entry door from the outside. That's the only thing I can think of. But I've got it kind of fixed up, but we'll work on that a little bit more. But as far as dish rattles and stuff, none. And I didn't do hardly anything. So this is even easier getting ready to go than the casita, really. I mean, because I don't have to worry about hooking up. You know, the speed limit right here is 35, and I want you to know I'm going 38, and you'd think I was parked. But that's okay. People do what they do. I do what I do. And now it goes up to 40, I think, right in here. But see where it comes right into a 2-lane right before the bridge? A little local knowledge pays off. And that's what happens whenever I'm traveling. See, I don't know this, and I'd be over in that right lane, and there'd be a line of traffic not wanting to let me by. Speed limit's 50 here. I'm going 47. This is the Colorado River. Right here, it forms Lake LBJ in Texas. Right here at gasoline's $1.78 there at that gas station. That's the least expensive in Kingsland, Texas. How is it driving the Class C? Actually, you don't even notice it. I had the rear camera. In fact, I may put it back on. That way I can keep an eye on the trike. It ain't going. So far, you know, we've been 25 miles approximately, and yeah, it's ridden real well. I was driving 60 on the highway, and yeah. And when you turn it on the rear camera, it just stays on there. You know what I mean? Whenever you turn left and right, the camera comes up for the left side and the right side, but it goes off after you use it. So this is kind of my shakedown cruise in my new Class C motorhome. Again, it's a Thor, 4 winds, 22E, 24 feet long. And folks, I got to tell you, right now we're averaging 9.1 miles per gallon, which is probably as good as it's going to get. But because I've been driving 55, 60 miles an hour, I don't use the cruise control a lot because if you're going like this hill we're coming up on here, if you had your cruise control on, the thing it'll really go crazy on these hills. And this way I can kind of ease up, you know what I mean? Because this is a pretty good little hill here. Yeah, there's the shift down right there. And the gasoline is going in quick now. So here we go. Now we go down the mountain and we get back all of that fuel economy right now. So actually, guys, you know, this is fun. You know, I mean, the only thing that didn't work this morning that I wished it would have, I mean, I had the satellite radio set up perfectly, and for some reason I'm getting a signal on the device that I added, but on the radio itself it shows no satellite signal. Now, why that is, I cannot tell you. I'll work on that later. I've got things to do and people to see today. I got my Max Air vent fan. I called the service guy. He said he'd let me know. He needed to get some of that die-car sealing stuff, and he'd give me a call back on that. The only downside of traveling east or near east this time of the morning is you play the sun game. And the sun game is you got to try to find a place to put your visor to keep the sun out of your face. Do I enjoy playing the sun game? Not really. And truck drivers that drive early in the morning, I'm sure they get it a lot. But so far, the cover's staying on the trike in the back. I'm looking at it in the rear camera, and it's not moving at all. Yeah, that stabilizer thing for the trike rack helps a lot. And of course, I've got a hitch lock now, so we're good to go with that. We're cruising along here about 55 miles an hour, which is fine. Speed limit on this section right here is 65 tops, and so I'm not really hurt. It's 4 lanes, so if anybody wants to pass, they can. So, how do I like my class? Now we're going directly into the sun. You'll enjoy that. But so far, the Class C's doing. I mean, it just pretty much drives like a car, a big one. We're going to go. We're going to go all the way over to. I'm going to let this go. We're going to go all the way over to Marble Falls. Takes about another, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to pull in and get gas, and then pull over and park, and I'll end the video once I get parked, just to show you kind of how things work out in a Class C. Yeah, but everything, I'm surprised. Everything's riding well. There's no, I was concerned that there'd be a lot of rattles and dishes and stuff, issues like that, but actually there's none. And what on a road like this where it's reasonably level, I use the cruise control. Right now I got it set on about 57. But if it's rolling hills, where you're going up and down pretty good hills, I don't use the cruise control. And it seems to help a little bit. Yeah, so y'all are riding along in my new Class C with me right now. I've got me some green tea. I don't have any dark chocolate almonds. I'm going to see if I can find some at H-E-B. Holding right around 9.1 miles a gallon. Temperature 40 even. Outside temperature. Yeah, and another thing I noticed too, the heater, the vehicle heater, keeps me quite warm, because when I left this morning in Llano, it was 33 degrees, and I'm thinking, now how am I going to keep the RV warm, at my house? And believe it or not, just the heater from the vehicle itself keeps it very comfortable in here. Yeah, so that's good to know. I hope the air conditioner does the same. Yeah, this is on a Chevy chassis. It's got the 6-liter V8, and as far as gas mileage compared to the Ford V10 or the big Ford V8, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference at all. And it all depends on how you drive. If you've got a heavy foot and you want to go 70 miles an hour, then you're going to pay for it. I've got a note on my dash. It says height 11 feet, width 8.5 feet. And I got also a note to check the mail, gas up, get groceries, and then go get the air checked and the tires. Yeah, when you're coming right into the sunlight into this little town of Granite Shoals here, there's a red light right here, and when the sun, see right there, it just changed. When the sun is right in your face, you can't hardly see whether it's red, green, pink, or yellow, So, we're out in my new Class C, guys. What do you think about that? Got armrests here on the seats. Pretty neat. Yeah, kind of like a captain's chair. And, yeah, here we go. We'll burn out. We're really speeding along here. I don't care. Ain't no hurry. I need no stinking badges. Remember that? Humphrey Bogart, Treasures of the Sierra Madre. Great movie. If you want to watch a great movie, watch that one. Talk about a real exercise in humans and how we really are. That's a good one. Treasures of the Sierra Madre, Humphrey Bogart, probably made in the 40s, in that range. Great movie. I think the guy that directed the movie, Walter Houston, even played a part. This is Granite Shoals. It's an okay little area. I've never chosen to live here. It's right on Lake LBJ. Got a lot of waterfront property. Get a lot of seasonal people in here, summer and winter. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I guess just to kind of talk. It's what you call nervous energy. Take a deep breath, Rusty. Okay. Breathe out slowly. Okay. Got it. Yeah, it's pretty neat, man. I mean, it rides really well. I mean, it's really comfortable up here. And yeah, when I get the front end aligned, I'll do that this coming Tuesday morning. I got an appointment, and we're going to get that done. So that'll help. I don't know if it'll make much difference on the gas mileage. Might make a microscopic amount of difference, but it'll be positive, I think. And what else have I got to do? I want to get the Max Air fan installed, and yeah, we're good. So the trike tray works great, so we're good on that. And I don't have to worry about going into gas stations and stuff, because back there right now I think it's got about 3.5 feet of clearance from the ground, so that's a lot. I mean, I was a little nervous about all this, because I was thinking, man, I'm going to be driving down the highway listening to all the dishes rattle and stuff's going to be moving around. Well, it may be moving around, but it ain't moving much, because that Google Home thing stayed right there in that seat. The stuff on the table sitting there, that little thing I set up for my miscellaneous stuff in the other seat by the dining table, perfect. So we're good, man. Of course, I've had a lot of experience doing this. This ain't my first rodeo, so you would expect something like that. Yeah, as far as unhooking and leaving, all I did just unhook the garden hose, unhook the drain hose, unhook the Wi-Fi, the Wii Boost, and that took about 3 minutes. And I just leave all of that laying there. I didn't pack any of that up. But when I get ready to go out for a longer trip, say down to Victoria next week, I'll take that extension on the drain hose. Of course, I'll take my water hose. And as far as taking the Wii Boost, I don't think so, because I'm right in town in Victoria, and I should get an excellent Verizon / visible signal. Yeah, sorry about going directly in the sun, guys, but I can't control that. But I'm doing this video, but for myself mainly, because I want to watch this later and see how all this works out, because I'm going to pull in and get gas, and pull in and get groceries, and park in the parking lot. And fortunately, I'm early enough, and that was planned also. I'm early enough that the crowd won't be too big at the grocery store. Now, and also bear in mind, this is Christmas week, and Christmas Eve, of course, is Thursday, and I didn't want to be in the grocery store on Wednesday, so I planned it to be here Tuesday morning. So that's all planned out. So that's what you can do. And once you get something planned, you can file it. It's done. You all you got to do then is execute. I noticed the oil pressure seems to be a little low on this thing. I mean, I checked the oil; it shows full, and we're up to temperature, and it's about 40 pounds. Is that right? About 38 to 40 pounds of pressure. Maybe on this engine it is. I'll find out. I mean, there's nothing. The engine temperature is normal. Everything else is normal. And it's been driven about 1,200 miles now. We got about 12. See, this is something else, local knowledge. See, I can go ahead and get over in the left lane now. because we're getting close to the grocery store. Speed limit's 55. I'm going 55, so we don't have an issue there. And here we go, guys. But see, if you stay in that right lane, the closer you get into Marble Falls, the traffic in this left lane starts to stack up a little bit, and sometimes it's difficult to move from that right lane to the left lane, and that's in this small town of Marble Falls, population about 6,000. When you get in, as you know, you guys, in big cities, if you don't know what lane to be in, you could be stuck going around town about 50 times. I got on that 6-lane loop in Atlanta, Georgia one time, towing an RV. Jesus, man, that was what you call a disaster. Yeah, we're holding 9.2 miles a gallon now, so we're doing, well, we're smoking. This is like a Prius. Somebody said something about going back to Prius camping, full circle. No. Got a lot of groceries to get. My bill's going to be over $100 today because I'm going to load up so I don't have to go to the grocery store while I'm in Victoria, Texas. Now look at this guy. I have a feeling he's fixing to change lanes right about now. Come on, idiot. Jesus Christ, man. Oh well. Now they're just stopped in that lane. That's okay. Different strokes for different folks. They'll eventually get out of it. Getting close to the gas station, guys. This is Marble Falls, Texas on a Tuesday morning in 2020, the year that was. Gasoline there shows to be $1.85. Oh, we got to stop. Yeah, I can't do what I used to do in my Ram pickup. I can't just kind of goose it and go through there, you know. But the good thing is, see, that overhang doesn't block the red light like I thought it would. You know what I mean? Or at least I haven't had an issue with it yet. Because it's got a pretty good overhang up there, about, I don't know, 3 feet or more. Okay, here we go to H-E-B grocery store and gasoline. And when we get to the gas pump, I'll end the video. For those of you that are wondering if this is ever going to end. Now I got to get in the left lane again. See, a little local knowledge. And this is the little hill I was worried about right here, because when I turn left here, we start going up a little hill. See, and you could, if you had something on the back that was low to the ground, this is where you could drag it off right here. So I'm watching in my camera, and no problemo. Here we go, guys. Now we got to go left, and I wanted that. Oh, I got one over here. Now we'll see how we do at the gas pump. I'm 11 feet high, and they got plenty of clearance. Okay, so we're going to go to, let's just see if we can get to any pump we want to. I want to go to this one right over here. Have you ever come up to a gas pump and just the one you're aiming at, somebody speeds in right in front of you? I've had it happen, so we're going to pull on in here, dogs. And got to move forward a little bit because the gas tank is in the rear. But anyway, guys, we did it. Ha-ha! Don't you love it? I do. We did it. Na-na-na-na-na. No issues here, baby. Well, there's the big grocery store, guys, so I'm going to cut the engine off. Put the keys over. Well, I better put them in my hand because the door, I think, locks when I get out. But anyway, guys, the Class C experience, the first, well, one of the first outings, but be that as it may, from the Thor Four Winds home, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you 1 penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever you want. And as far as parking, see right over there to the right over here, I'm going to go right over there where it's wide open. But anyway, yeah, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Enjoy your life the best you can because it's yours and you only got one shot. I got to remember to get me a mask because they frown on it here. They don't enforce it, But anyway, guys, adios. We'll talk again later. Bye.